Hello everyone, welcome back to more of Innocent Until Caught. So we're still here in the bar. We got this ticket thing from that guy's back pocket. So let's go back to the pawn shop because it's probably a ticket for something that was pawned at the pawn shop. So let's go ahead and pick it up there. And as usual, Jack complains that he could really do with a drink, but we still don't have money for a drink. So let's just go back to the... Oh, come on. Now that looks impossible. Every time he has to stop and look at the menu at the brawl there. Okay, anyway. Let's go inside. And again, we have this nice music that I really like here. So yeah, let's go ahead and... Did I look at the ticket? I guess I think I did. Yeah, it's just a ticket from a pawnbroker's. Well, I think this is the only pawnbroker's shop in the whole game, so let's assume that it's from here, and give the ticket to the pawnbroker here. He suddenly emerges from the shadows, sensing somebody with a ticket. Ah, you want to reclaim an item. There you go, sir. And we get this thing. What is this? It's there's no film in it. Okay. It's a camera. It is in fact a camera, and we can use this cursor and click on it to take photographs of things. Like we can try to photograph the pawnbroker, except it doesn't work because there's no... Oh, and it needs charging up. So there's no film in it, and it needs charging up. So we need two things to take a photograph with it. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, I think that's all we can do here. Wait, no. I think we can do something else. So... move that out of the way for a second. Remember we wanted to get this vase here, and I was saying, I tried picking it up, but of course, if you try to walk out with it, the pawnbroker notices and says, hey, come back with that vase. Well, the solution is very simple. Remember this bag that we picked up? Just click the bag on the vase like this. Hey, don't put your rubbish in there. It's a valuable ornament, not a trash can. Okay, sorry, I guess you don't click the bag on it, you pick it up like this, and then there you go, and you put it in the bag. We have now a full bag. It's a bag with something inside. And if we attempt now to walk out of the pawn shop with this bag with something inside, the pawnbroker has no idea that we've stolen the vase. He must have seen us pick up the vase, and he must have noticed that it was no longer there under that prominent spotlight as we were walking away, but because we put it in the bag, there's no way that he could have figured out that we took it, because video game logic. Oh, he's going to stop and... I've never seen that done before. Yeah, okay, every time he has to stop and look at the menu. I think I mentioned at the end of the previous video, don't expect this game to always make sense. I like this game, but there are a few things about it that are definitely, that just don't make a lot of sense. So don't think about it too hard. But yeah, we can get the vase out now from that bag that we cleverly hid it inside. And we can come back here, and it was this lady, there was this madame in the black dress who wanted the vase. Let's go ahead and take the vase and give it to her. Why, thank you, stud. And that's all she says, but I think now she'll let us pick up this thing from the table here. Hey, leave that alone. Oh, really? Do I need to talk to her for a second? Let's... Well, hello there. Hello again. What do you want this time? All right. Oh, okay. Maybe I have to ask first. Can I have a reward for the vase? Okay, you can take the ornament on the table over there. I don't really need it anymore. Okay, we had to talk to her. We had to ask her nicely before taking the ornament from the table. Thanks. All right, now presumably we can take it. If Jack were not standing in the way, I'm assuming if I try to click on it now, he's going to say, hee hee, that tickles, as he always does. There we go. Now we have this, this hood ornament thing, and we can look at it. Yeah, it's an ornament from the front of a bike. Okay, well, indeed, it was the bikers back in the alley, or behind the alley, I guess, who wanted, or not all the bikers, but that one biker specifically who wanted this hood ornament back for his motorbike. So let's go ahead and come back here and pick up this thingy. And I think it was this guy who wanted it, right? Oh, wow, you got it back for me. Yes, sir, I did. Again, I think they were supposed... Okay, let's see. Okay, can I borrow your friend's coat? Yeah, sure. Give me that coat. And just like that. And I guess Jack automatically put it in the bag. So there we go. Now we have a bag full of half-credit coins. Oh, for some reason I thought that the... Did I get that wrong? Can I take the... No. For some reason I thought that the... that it was like a coat made of credit cards. But maybe it's actually made of coins, as in credits, as in like coin cash money. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we have the, we have coins, that's fine. Let's see, what, oh, right. This camera needs to be charged up. Now, you might remember in the previous video I mentioned there is a power point on the side of this, eatery, on the side of this diner. So we can take the camera and click it on the power point. The electricity is recharging the camera. And I think it happens just like that. I think it's fast enough that it's got 3 flashes left. Okay, let's use those 3 flashes wisely. Well, presumably we can just come back here and charge it back up again if we run out, but... Okay, the next thing, which is... I don't know if this really makes sense. I guess it makes sense in a way, but I don't really know how you're supposed to figure this out, if there's a clue for this, or if you're just supposed to know it. Remember we tried to get this, this guy's hat, and he wouldn't let us take it, even though he's so drunk that he can hardly move? What you're supposed to do is take your camera... Oh, I guess I should use this, this cursor so that we actually use the camera, and click it on the fellow. And he says, "Oh, I'm blind." The flash of the camera is so intense that he can't see, and that allows us to pick up the hat. And he does not suspect in any way that we might have been the ones to take his hat, because, you know, that's just how it goes. So, oh, and there's something inside the hat. Can we take what's inside the hat? Hey, look, it's money. So we have a bunch of money in the bag, and then we have some more money just in loose coins, just kind of... So he says it's all the money he's got left, but doesn't he have the money in the... I don't know. Anyway. Okay, well, we have a little bit of money now. We don't have a lot of money, but we were noble enough to steal the little bit of money that a beggar had in his hat. What a hero, what a great adventure game hero we are. And with that, we can do the noble thing with the money and put it to a good use, namely coming here into the bar and buying ourselves a drink with it. Yes, I don't think I ever claimed that Jack T. Ladd is a role model for young people, or people of any age for that matter. Time for a drink, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and... Can we just actually talk to the bartender? Let's see. I'm Jack. What's your name? Gary Sam. I own this place. Alright. Nice place you got here. I know. Okay, let's get to the point. Drink! Give me drink! Boy, you're desperate. What happened to you today? Let's see, it's a long story and you don't want to hear it. It's a long story, but I'll tell you anyway, or don't be... I don't know. Would it help if we told him the story? Let's see what happens. Probably he'll just say, no, actually I don't want to hear it. Gee, I love a good story. It's not a very... Well, it's like this. There I was, minding my own business, flying through space, when suddenly... Oh, yeah, very interesting. Well, I've got things to do. Drinks to pour, places to see. So, bye. Alright, can I get a drink? Drink, gimme drink. Sounds like you need something special, something that bit stronger, understand what I'm saying? With you all the way, buddy. Okie dokie. One Gary's Gut Rot coming up, in more ways than one. Alright, so we need to... Do we get the drink first, or do we need to... I'm pretty sure we need to pay for the drink at some point, but... Maybe I need to... He didn't say anything about payment. Is he... He looks like he's doing something. He looks as though he may be preparing a drink, but I am pretty sure that I need to give him money to pay for the drink, so... Thanks! Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. We got the drink. Thanks, I needed that. Alright. Now maybe Jack will stop whining about how he needs a drink. Darn thing, why won't it work? Your time is up, scumbag! Wait, what's going on? Well, look who it ain't. Wait, what's going on? What happened? I just got a drink. The Garibaldi twits. That's twins, actually. Gee, I'm sorry, really I am. Oh, you will be. There's a price on your head that we intend to collect. Ha! You really think you can kill me? Well, I got news for you. You can't touch me while I've got this. This is a state-of-the-art deflector ring. Issued only to members of my boss's syndicate. Well, let's test it out, shall we? Phew. He's right. His ring does work. Hey, who asked you? We'll see how good it really is. Phew. Oh, wow, that jukebox hasn't worked for years. Well, you've shown me you can shoot up a bar. Let's see how you handle a target that shoots back. Get him, Tex. Eat this, varmint. It's time for my bodyguard to finish you off. Tex, let him join his brother in oblivion. Like heck you will. Whoops. Time for you to die. Nya, you can't hurt me. My ring! Oh no. That was the Garibaldi twins. Sorry, only child assassination. I'm available for weddings, parties, bar mitzvahs, and other stuff I didn't read. Oh well, that's another job in the bag. Shame my brother isn't here to share the glory, or the fee. Now to pick my bonus, I'll have that ring. Hey Gary, he's knackered your sign. Why, so he has. Oi! And what do you want, dirtbox? Nobody smashes at my bar without paying for it. There's your change. Oh, thank you. Well, that all went by rather quickly, so... I like how there's still sort of a stain or something left behind here of that guy who was just dissolved. Like, the bartender just dissolved him with some, some acid. And I also like how nobody bothers to actually try to pick up this ring, which is probably kind of important and obviously just sitting there on the bar floor, but nobody bothers, nobody says, maybe we should get that ring. We'll just leave it sitting there. But yeah, so we got 1 coin back in change, which is 1 lousy credit, yeah. Okay, fair enough. So we got, we have 1 coin in credit. Did I try using this jukebox previously? I mean, I know there's a jukebox there. I know we saw it before, but I don't know if I actually... Doesn't look as if it'll work. The bullet holes probably don't help much. Yeah, what's funny is... I mentioned that the sound effects in this game are fairly minimal. I mean, we just witnessed a shootout, and most of the shots had no accompanying sound effects. The only sound effect really was the very faint sound of the bodies dissolving as they got shot, and then right at the end, the shot from the bartender made a sound, but the other shots were completely silent. So yeah, sound effects in this game are not particularly prevalent in any case, but okay, so we have this ring. Let's see what we can do with it. Well, the ring is supposed to make you invincible, as far as I could tell, but Jack T. Ladd, being the very clever guy that he is, can't think of a more... Is he going to look at the menu again? Yes, he did. Jack, being the clever fellow that he is, can't think of anything more useful to do with a ring that makes you invincible than try to pawn it for some money at a pawn shop. So let's go ahead and go in here and give... Oh, now the pawnbroker is standing here instead of being behind the grating there. Now he's standing here in front of that vase. He's probably wondering what happened to that vase. So let's go ahead and talk to him. And by the way, I think that this game doesn't let you get stuck in an unwinnable situation. You know, that classical sort of problem some adventure games have where you can get stuck if you fail to get an important inventory item, or you fail to do something, or you lose an important inventory item, or whatever. I don't think this game gets you stuck in a situation like that, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't think you can die or get stuck in this game as far as I know. At least, not that I'm aware of, because I did play through the game and I didn't see any situations where that might happen. So, let's see. I hear you like to do business. I think we talked about this before, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Okay, but let's give him this ring, because surely, you know, trying to wear the ring ourselves... Actually, I can't even click the ring on myself. If I try to use the other cursor on it, does he... No, he does not. He doesn't do anything with it. And looking at it just probably says... It looks as if it's made of gold. It's actually a high-tech alloy designed to deflect plasma bolts. Okay. It's worth far more than gold, but you can't buy these on the black market. It has a black eagle motif on it. Okay. So this very valuable ring, you know, we might be able to use it to protect ourselves, but no, the only thing you can do with it is give it to this guy. I'm not touching anything unless I know what it is first. Really? Did I get that wrong? I thought we were supposed to give it to this guy. I might need to check on that. I only played through this game once, and I don't remember a lot of the details, so maybe I'm mistaken. For some reason I thought that we were supposed to, Hold on, let me check quickly. What do we do with the ring? I really did think that that we're supposed to give the ring to the pawnbroker. Okay. Well, fine. I guess we don't. Okay, then. Let's, Gee. Gosh, that was unexpected. Oh, another thing that we can do now. Let's go back down to the subway. Now, I mentioned before that you should be able to, like, logically, you should be able to just walk or climb over this turnstile here. Like, walk through it or just you know, step over it. But, the puzzle makes a lot less sense than that. We have this coin here that we got back as change, and we have this sort of thin foil, which is a gum wrapper, which we got from the vase in the pawn shop. What do? You combine the gum foil with one coin, and entirely logically, you get a token. Well, it's in quotation marks, but yeah, he says it's actually a coin with some foil wrapped around it, but it should fool those subway barriers. Yuck, yuck. That's certainly how it works in real life. You know, if you're ever in a subway station, you can just, oh, I'm sorry, I should be doing this. You can just wrap a coin in some foil paper, and that will certainly substitute for, now it can go through. And we do hold on to the token, in air quotes, but you won't need to do that again. Now, for the rest of the game, you can just walk into any subway station, because that's how it works. I mean, normally, you know, you put a token in, and it just stays inside, and you can't use it for more than one trip. But in this game, you put the token inside, and now you can just walk into the subway whenever you want. Yeah, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but don't question it. This ad looks vaguely pornographic, but it appears to be an ad for cola, judging by the text. And yeah, this is the bad side subway station. Let me walk around to the other side of this phone booth and stuff, because actually no, that's not a phone booth. That is a this thing is a it's a vending machine, and an empty one at that. But if you look carefully, I like the sound effects of the train. In a game which doesn't have many sound effects, the sound of the train is actually kind of cool. But anyway, so the vending machine itself is useless, as are these holes in it and windows, but there is a jammed screwdriver in the vending machine, and a screwdriver is a useful thing to have. So let's try taking the screwdriver. Oh, it's jammed solid. Okay, then let's do the very logical thing of oiling the screwdriver. That should loosen it a bit. I like that sound effect there. Okay, now can we get the screwdriver? Yes, we can. We now have an ordinary screwdriver. Okay, fine. Also, over here on the left, what is this thing sitting on the ground or on the floor? It's a radio cassette player. Okay. Can we pick it up? Sure can, boy. And now, again, Jack being the very logical and handy fellow that he is, will do the completely logical thing by picking up a perfectly good, cassette sound system player thing and messing it up with a screwdriver. We take the screwdriver and... No? I thought... Am I wrong? I thought we were supposed to open this up. I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to open this thing up, but maybe... Okay, maybe we don't do it with... Okay. Well, I've got a couple of things that I've already gotten wrong. I'll need to check that later. Anyway, let's get on this train here. Oh yeah, the trains keep doing this. So like basically there's one train that goes by without stopping here, and then after that there's a train that stops here. So what you need to do, well, I guess not what you need to do, but what you probably should do at some point. Oh, before I forget, let's pick up this this thing here that's on the ground. Or on the floor. And let's get out here quickly. We're at the spaceport station. This is, by the way, where we started the game, at the spaceport. So remember where we began the game and walked out of the spaceport, there was a subway station on the right, and then we went into the subway here from the bad side subway station, which is a different station. But anyway, so we need to wait for a train. Let me just quickly check. What is this thing that we got? It's an aerosol can. Okay. Doesn't say what's inside, but that's all right. So let's get back on this well, I say back on this train, but it's probably a different train. So what you should do, what I would suggest that you do, is ride the subway and get off at all the stations. Because I think once you do that, it enables this map. Well, let's quickly walk outside here. So we're here at the station called The Hill. And the music has changed. Yeah, there are different music tracks for the different locations in the game. Yeah, so like I said, I would suggest that you stop at each of these stations, because that will then enable the map inside the subway car or train. Let's get back in the train here, and let's take a look at this map right here. Yeah, see, so all the stations that you've stopped at will show up here. And so what you can probably do, well, I mean, not probably, what you can definitely do, what I would suggest that you do, is just take a little time, just take a few minutes to stop at each station, because I think there are only 5 of them, if I remember right. Let's see, so now we're at Regurgi. And I think after this, there's just one more. I think this also has different music. And I know a lot of you will be curious and say you want to kind of look around and see what's going on in these different places. We'll get to that. We will definitely, of course, we will explore all these places later. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. For now, let's just stop at all the stations, because then once we've stopped at each of the subway stations, then we can just look at this map in the future and just click on a station on the map to instantly teleport to it. It's sort of the game's fast travel system, or a type of fast travel system. Okay, and here we are at East Eruk. Okay. I like the music here. Pretty cool, yeah. Okay, so let me just to be sure, let me get on the train and ride one more station. But I think if we go one more station, that'll take us back to the bad side station, and so we'll have gone in a complete loop. I know when I looked at the map, it looks like there's more. It looks like there should be at least one more station here, but I don't think there is. Unless I'm greatly mistaken. Which is certainly possible, because I've already apparently gotten a couple of things wrong with this game. Alright, let's step outside. And we are indeed back at bad side. I think that they might have planned more locations for this game. There are some signs, especially as you start getting towards the end of the game, there are some indications or some sort of signs that they had planned a larger, longer game, but ran out of time or budget for that, and so released the game in a slightly hurried state towards the end. So, you know, the map on the subway car looked a little bit like it should be a little bit more than just 5 stations, but I think at the end they just said, oh, heck with it, we don't have any more development budget, so we'll just leave it at that. So, yeah, you will probably start noticing that a bit towards the end of the game. At least I did. But for now, let's enjoy the game as it is. Let's go back to the bar, because there's one thing that we can do with the screwdriver, if I remember correctly. There's this robot here serving drinks. It is a robo-waiter, and it's a Mark 7A servo droid in a robo-waiter configuration. Now, you can talk to the... hey, Shorty, come over here. Now, you can talk to the robot, and for some reason you can only talk to him here, like you have to step over here and ask him to join you in this area. What can I do for you, sir? What you need to do, if I remember correctly, is use the screwdriver on this fellow. This won't hurt a bit. Yow! And we get the circuit board. My pockets seem to be getting a bit overcrowded, yeah. You do have limited number of things you can have in your inventory. I don't think it matters how you organize things. Like, you can just, like, jumble everything on top of everything else like this if you want. You can just cram it all together. It's not how you organize things, it's really just, like, the number of things you have in your inventory. So if you have a certain number of things in your inventory, then eventually you'll reach a point where he just can't carry anymore, and he'll say, I can't carry anymore. But yeah, so we took this, control circuit, or circuit board, from a servo droid for no apparent reason, and the bartender doesn't seem to mind. The bartender got upset that, those other guys shot, like, this neon sign, but us just dismantling the robot and taking the circuit board out of the robot doesn't seem to bother him at all. Now, I think what we needed to do was... Okay, yeah, this should come in handy. Right, okay, so I thought we needed to use the screwdriver on the stereo, but I guess I was wrong. You don't need to use the screwdriver on the stereo. You just use the stereo and the circuit board together. And what do you get? You get a remote control. Because this is how electronics work. You can just take any completely random circuit board, which is designed for a completely different purpose, and just jam it into an electronic device with an antenna. And bam! you get a remote control that will blow a servo droid's mind. Folks, I did in fact study electrical engineering in university, so I can assure you this is exactly how it works. You just take any random circuit board, jam it into anything with an antenna on it, and you have an instant remote control. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. That is exactly how it works. Is there something? Looks like there's something sitting there on the bar. Bottles? Oh, I thought... No, that thing there, I thought that might be like a remnant of the drink that we got, but no, I guess it isn't. Okay. Alright, fine. So we have this remote control that will blow a servo droid's mind. Let's go ahead and put that to good use, because you might recall there was another robot back here. I know Jack's going to look at the menu again. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Wait, not here. Here, this way. Right, yeah. So back here, through this alleyway, and past this guy, who does not seem to be too torn up about the loss of his top hat. And back here, past these bikers. Right, here we had this ship with a very protective robot on it. And that robot comes and announces an intruder alert, but I don't think he harms us. But we can harm him because we have this item now which will blow his mind. So go ahead and use it on the robot. Where are you going? Okay. Wonderful to see him again. Okay, well anyway, so let's see. What did we want to do here? I don't think we can actually go inside the boat. Well, I mean, technically we can. Like, we can walk inside, but I don't think... Yeah, you don't actually get another screen for it. Like, it's not a location with its own screen. But what you can do, presumably, is get this hat, which I noticed in the previous video. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's a nice... yeah, he complains about his pockets getting overcrowded, but it's a pretty nice looking... some old sailor's hat. It's a pretty cool looking hat, actually. Is there something back here? There's a hatch, but I... can we do something with this hatch? No, doesn't seem like it. We can look at it, but it doesn't seem to be... It's not important. Okay, well, that's good to know. I think it's just window dressing. I think it's not something we can interact with, so that's fine. All right, well, I guess I'll go ahead and stop the video here for now. We've made some pretty good progress. We got 2 hats, no less. We got a remote control. We got this aerosol can, which I don't know what's inside it. We got this ring that makes us invincible. A camera, a subway token, a screwdriver. Man, we got all kinds of stuff, man. This was a great video. We made some really nifty progress. So this was a very productive video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that I'll see you next time for more of Innocent Until Caught. Until then, ta-ta for now, and stay innocent.